So there's big news coming to notaries who use Google as their primary resource for obtaining notary clients. If you don't have a website that was built on your own platform, if you don't have a empire that was built on your own soil, then Google has hit you with a uppercut and a left hook and a overhead tomahawk because they're going to be discontinuing their auto-generated websites. So that means when you go to a notary's website and it's not an original WordPress website or a Wix website, then it's going to be kaputs for you. Now, these websites that they made have always been incredibly high performing because think about it. If you're on the highest search engine and people are looking for your service, then Google's going to obviously optimize the results to its own likings. So it always made sense to have one of these websites. But check this out. On March 1st, if you don't have another outlet for your customers, they're going to have a very hard time finding your services. This is the reason why it's always important to build your own business and your own empire on your own soil because at any point in time, the rules can change and any platform can just decide to go away with a product or service that they have. And here's a perfect example, and this is a big one. Because I have a interest in helping notaries all throughout the country, I always keep a very close eye on how websites are performing. And I'm going to show you just how big of an impact this is. So I'm just randomly searching notary in Seattle. Nothing too crazy, but this is a very obvious and typical and ordinary behavior that any customer, potential client would take. They would go to Google and they would search, I need a notary in Seattle or Seattle Notary Public or any variation of that word. And I'm just going to see who pops up. So so we have our top three here, and I'm just going to click on the website. So look at that perfect example where a notary is using a website that is a auto-generated website that's purely from Google, right? This is very basic, very simple. There's some pictures, and this can all be set up through Google Business Profile. But that's this whole link, this whole connection is going to be gone. And let me look at this person's website. So this person has a real website. What is this? So people who have these websites set up, they can uh, be okay, may have to take any action. But if you have one of those auto-generated websites, then good luck, you know. And I know that there's a lot of people. I think this is a lot of people. These options where you go directly from the Google page, and then you could just uh, all these options here, they're going to be gone. Person, this looks like a separate business, so just one of those mailbox shops. So here is some of the features that are going away when Google discontinues the website. Obviously, the website itself is going to be gone. People being able to find the business, information about the business, the website. So they're telling you how to edit your website. And what's nice about what Google did is that it gives you some options, some alternatives. Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, some of the usual suspects, WordPress, and then they conveniently throw on Google Sites. Needless to say, after March 1st, then this option for people to find you, if you don't already have a website, then so you will be left in the dark, and it'll be up to you to find a way for people to find you. And for people who already struggle with getting clients, this is going to provide another obstacle. So this is what we want to do is to help you with making this transition. And trust me, the last thing you want to do is wait until the last minute to get this set up. In the meantime, you want to start getting ahead of the curve and building out your empire on your own soil. So you can get started right this very moment. I would not put off waiting for this. This is brand new, just 2 hours ago, and it's going to be implemented in less than 3 months. So I would not wait until the last minute to get started on this. To work with our company, Blue Seal Notary Ads, what we'll do is be able to set up a profile for you and get you started.